experienced statesman at the helm, and that man is Ron Paul. Our campaign has been doing quite well. That usually means the country's not doing very well. So we need to straighten out that mess. One thing I've noticed over the years, but especially in the last 4 years, is there's been a lot more concern about what's happening in this country. Concern about our freedom, concerns about the economy, the concerns about our troops being overboard in endless wars. Everybody seems to have a lot more concerns. And truthfully, I think most people I meet, especially all the people I meet in Washington, really want to do something to help. But what gets in the way is the political process. People sometimes look for blaming each other and who's going to get the power, and then they forget about the real problems. And that's why not much is being done. But ultimately, I think where we run into trouble in solving our problems is basic misunderstanding of economic policy. And that's a real fundamental for me, because we've gotten ourselves into this mess because we have had central economic planning of sorts. It hasn't worked, but we haven't gotten away with it. You know, we have had a failure of the system we've had here for the last 20, 30, 40 years, which is changing economics, and they're trying to solve the problem with the same thing. You know, I start off with some very basic fundamentals. A lot of people ask me, what is my big issue? I have a big issue, and I think it's the only issue that really counts, and that's defending personal liberty. I believe if you understand that and you can defend it, you can defend the marketplace, you can defend the Constitution, you can defend contracts, you can defend sound monetary policy, and we've avoided that for so long that we have gotten ourselves messed up. So we have lost our personal liberty. We fight endless wars that are undeclared. We're in a monetary crisis. Our dollar's losing value. We have allowed our executive branch to usurp all the prerogatives of the Congress, so the executive branch and the judiciary writes the laws today. And we need to change that. We don't need, you know, a bureaucracy that writes a lot of regulations. Regulations are laws. They write more regulations than the Congress writes in laws. And that has to be reversed, because I do not believe it's been helpful and has undermined our problems in our system here. You know, I've always claimed that we've got ourselves in this mess for one big reason. We haven't had enough people in Washington following the Constitution. I believe if we follow the Constitution, we can get ourselves out of that mess. And that is what I intend to do. I spent most of my adult life in medicine, practicing and things like that. But I got fascinated with studying economic policy early on, even still studying medicine, and I found it fascinating to read and study free market economics. And to simplify it, we haven't had free market economics in a long, long time. We haven't had a sound currency because the Constitution says that only gold and silver can be legal tender. And now, today, if you use gold and silver as legal tender, you should be put in jail. And you know, there's a law against counterfeiting. But who are the counterfeiters? Those people in the Federal Reserve. Maybe we ought to put a few of them in jail. You really have had a chance to expose the Federal Reserve. I never dreamed that 3, 4, 5 years ago that we would get this much attention throughout the country on the real issue. That sounds money in the Federal Reserve. But what helped on this was first the prediction by the free market Austrian economists that we were in the midst of a bubble and the bubble would burst. And of course, even 4 years ago in 2007, during the debate and all, I kept mentioning about this, that we were in big trouble. But in 2008, everybody became a true believer that we were in serious trouble. But it also shows the failure of the system, the failure of what we have been living with these so many years. But it also has pointed out something about the our system. Congress, you know, appropriated a lot of money and bailed out a lot of people and did a lot of things that were absolutely wrong.